This is a journey about this gal that was a Forever 21 obsessed goober that was super insecure into this girl that is me now that's more confident.
Alexasunshine 83, it's always sunny here.
Hey Sunshiners, alexasunshine 83 here. Hello, super sunny day. What is up? Happy Friday. I'm sure a lot of you right now are doing spring cleaning, closet cleanouts, decluttering to kind of escape what is going on in the world. I know for myself, I did that. And when you declutter your closet or kind of go through it, a lot of times you end up finding stuff that you're like, have I even worn this? I forgot I even owned it. Or you're like, oh, I hate this. Why did I even buy it? And you may potentially reflect on your fashion, your style, which then in turn goes into an existential crisis about you being a human being. And it's just a rabbit hole that just keeps going down. And although it's just clothes, it's just style and it really doesn't matter in the big grand scheme of things, it can really help with confidence. I wanted to share with you guys some tips and different ways to help you guys find your style, because I know when it comes to specifically thrifting, it can be a little bit scary because you go into a store, there's so many clothes in there and you're like, what do I even like? If you guys have been following me for a while, a lot of the videos I have in the past have been put on private, but even in the past like 3 years of me doing specifically thrifting videos, my style has changed. And even like a year ago, me wearing like this, right? I mean, the denim, yes, I definitely would, because denim is amazing and will stay in my heart forever. I would more go for a just Harley Davidson shirt or a sweatshirt. I love those pieces still. I've definitely evolved. And although my style isn't necessarily unique or anything, it's definitely me. It makes me feel the most comfortable in my skin. I don't really have necessarily a name for my style. I don't know, maybe most people would be like basic Pinterest gal. You know, I'll take it because I don't think it's completely wrong, because Pinterest is definitely one of my inspirations and I'm going to be talking about a little bit later in the video. But I first want to start out in December 3-4 years ago. I just cut off my hair, which was a very big insecurity of mine, and instead of kind of running away from it for so long, I finally kind of like took it and I was like, yeah, after like 23 years of living, I'm finally going to deal with this insecurity. And it was the best thing that I ever did, because it made me look at other areas of my life and internal that I was dealing with that was kind of spilling into every avenue of my life. And when it comes to not feeling comfortable in your clothes or in your skin, finding that insecurity and really just like going for it, whatever that may be, I think is so important, because no matter what style you try, if you're really having that insecurity run your life, like nothing's gonna look good to you. So that's definitely my first tip, is having a little inward chat with yourself. It's still going to be a journey, but being aware of it will help you kind of realize when you're making decisions specifically based off that insecurity. And so once I cut my hair, I kind of did a very big closet clean out, not even necessarily a clean out, but even just an organization of your closet to really figure out like, what do I even have in my closet? One thing that I think really helped me was starting from basics, like just start with basic neutrals, so you can kind of figure out like, okay, what colors do I want to implement to my style? Because to an extent, I feel like most people's fashion kind of starts with black, white, gray, cream, or something like that. And then from there you add color. Obviously you can have a full-on, you know, rainbow wardrobe. You never wear black, you never wear anything like that. But starting with maybe just the neutrals, and then if you're like, oh, I actually don't like wearing black, you can take black out. I think starting there will help you figure out what colors you actually want, because you may really like the color pink, but maybe you actually don't like wearing the color pink. I know I really like green because my eyes are green. I really like yellow, pink, and red. Although I'm not in love with those colors, I'm much more aware of if I do purchase something in those colors that I really like it, because I know initially I'm not always wanting to grab things that are those colors, because if I know I don't like red and I buy like 10 red shirts, I may end up only really loving one of them. So it'll also help you not accumulate a lot of items that you don't even like, which I definitely recommend as you are starting with those basics. Not saying again you have to throw away all your other clothes, maybe just put them either in a different place, bins or something like that. Just really start with a very simple style, because also maybe you don't even like color and you just want to stick to neutrals. Then you kind of have that blank slate to work with. I think it also goes into bottoms, because your bottoms, whether that's skirts, shorts, or jeans, I think are going to really impact your style of what type of jeans you actually like, because you have to wear bottoms to wear a top. They're the biggest like do I feel comfortable in this outfit or do I not feel comfortable in this outfit? So figuring out, you know, do I like low-waisted, high-waisted, mid-rise? Do you like jeans with holes in them? Do you like skinny jeans? Do you like mom jeans? Do you like wide leg jeans? And really kind of figuring out what kind of bottoms you actually like, because that also goes into color, because if you only like black jeans, then you may only like certain colored tops, whereas if you like blue jeans, maybe you're much more open to different colors. What if you don't even like jeans and you like more tailored pants? So you are probably gonna go for a more like chic, sophisticated look. Before I started thrifting, I felt like I never had found the perfect pair of jeans. I don't know, they just never fit me right, and I always really liked mom jeans. I love the style of them, but I could never find through like fast fashion companies really good mom jeans that actually fit me, and it wasn't until I started thrifting that I finally found them, and I think from there just trickled down into what my style is now. Whereas before I didn't even have the bottoms to even create the outfits that I wanted to create, which I can't really recommend if you like the same type of jeans that I like, what brand to go to, like new brand, because all of them are very different. They are secondhand, and so maybe these jeans work, but they're newer jeans that they offer from that company, they don't work. I've only tried one other pair of like fast fashion jeans that I actually really like, which are the Levi's ribcage jeans. I think they're really nice. They are actually high-waisted, but at the same time, I definitely love my secondhand jeans a lot more. If you keep thrifting and you can't find, you know, that perfect pair of mom jeans, that is kind of an option. They're not really mom jeans. They are very expensive, so definitely recommend thrifting, but knowing like, okay, these are the kind of jeans I like. You find that one pair that actually fits you perfect, actually measure it so then you know the exact measurements of the jeans. Find some on like Depop or Poshmark. That way you can know like, oh, I want another pair of these really good jeans, but I can't find them at the thrift store. That's an option, and you already know your specific measurements for it. Now with jeans, obviously you may be like, I don't even know what kind of style I like. The like foundation of everything is Pinterest. It's literally my biggest inspiration. If you go onto my Pinterest, you can see from like October my Pinterest boards, because I do monthly Pinterest boards, all the way to now, like how my style has naturally evolved, and it helps me kind of figure out like, oh, how could I pair this and this together, especially with items that I already own that I never even thought about putting together. And if you have a lot of items that you don't necessarily really love anymore, that's a really great way to get inspiration on how to mix and match to make it work with your style now. I know it's gonna sound so cringy, but I would literally type in like aesthetic vintage outfits. That's where I would get my inspiration for fashion. And even when it comes to like Doc Martens, I would type in like Doc Marten outfits to get inspiration from that, of like, what socks do I even wear with Doc Martens, because I love my Doc Martens, but they aren't looking how I want them to look. So that's a really great way to even just search like maybe a specific item that you have in your closet and how to actually style it, and you can see different styles styling it. Then you have a little bit more of a plan. Once you kind of have figured out, okay, these are the kind of pants I want, this is roughly the kind of style I want to wear, then comes shirts, because you may not necessarily want to wear a crop top with low-rise jeans. You can totally do with that, and that is a style, but maybe for you, you're like, oh, not very comfortable with that. So you may look at longer tops if you're wearing low-rise jeans, or if you wear high-rise jeans, maybe getting stuff that's not super long and chunky, although you can tuck it in if you want that tuck-in look, which I did a video on linked up below. And finding your shirt style, I think, is kind of difficult, especially when it comes to thrifting, because if you like more trendier pieces, they may not be at a specific thrift store. They could be at like a Plato's Closet or like a Buffalo Exchange. For this video, figuring out also where to shop to find that specific style that you want, I would say 3 years ago, when I was only wearing like t-shirts and jeans, it was a little bit harder, especially as time went on. So many people now thrift, which is amazing, but a lot of the shirts that I would wear, the thrift store doesn't have anymore, and so I had to be creative and really figure out like, okay, what else do I like? What other styles do I like? What do I feel comfortable in? And stepping outside that box of not just going into the men's section, but going into every single section, I think really helped. And the thrift store almost forced me to evolve my style, but then also using Pinterest and all that helped me figure out how to actually put together an outfit. And figuring out what kind of tops I actually really felt comfortable in. Do I like more spaghetti straps? Do I like long sleeve, turtleneck? Do I like the puff sleeve? Do I like button ups? There's just so many different styles. Although a couple of months ago, maybe like 8 months ago, I would have never really worn a button up shirt. I did try it, and then I was like, oh, I guess I actually like this. Something that I do if there is a fast fashion company where I do like specific items or styles and I can't go to the thrift store, or I'm not able to find that like one specific item, I'll go on Poshmark and literally copy and paste the name of that item in there, and if it comes up then I can buy it secondhand through there. So I'm still getting the style that I want without promoting necessarily fast fashion if you don't want to. And even with getting inspiration from Pinterest, I think getting inspiration from your friends is also a really big thing. Jessica and I did a like clothing swap video a couple of months ago. I think it really helped me evolve my style, and because I was trying stuff that I wouldn't have normally tried, and even though I was going to the thrift store and going to different like sections, I still wasn't trying those styles until I was forced to try them. So maybe doing a clothing swap with your friend, especially right now, I mean, definitely like sanitize everything, send a shipment to your friend and they could send one back to you and you can try out their clothes, especially if there's items that they don't necessarily want anymore or need. And there's so many items that Carrie wears that I was like, oh, that's actually really cute. I never even thought about putting an outfit like that together. I'm gonna try it. And although I don't want to necessarily like make a duplicate of her outfit, I'm able to take pieces of like, okay, how can I take that and transform it into my style and how I feel comfortable? It's not only about the like clothes that you're putting on your body, but it's also accessories. Do you like statement necklaces? Do you like chokers or medium or longer? I really like this whole like 3-tier. Maybe the reason why this outfit is not working for you is because you just feel kind of naked. Even though you have clothes on, you feel kind of naked because you need something else to kind of like give it a little shush boom, you know? Especially when I'm wearing more like neutral-ish colors as well. And one of the like biggest accessories that has changed the game are belts for me. And although I wear this belt almost every single day, if you have problems with sizing with jeans, or you thrift jeans, or you tuck in things into your jeans, having a belt, yeah, it's very important. If you are someone that is wanting to step out their like style box, but you don't want to go like too crazy, starting with an outfit in just solid colors, not necessarily like a full like one solid color outfit, but maybe a black jacket and like jeans, adding something with pattern, I think will help you feel like you're doing something different. Like in this case, this is a dress, but I have just like kind of a plain outfit, but because then there's pattern on it, it makes it look more like a put together outfit. So whether you have bottoms that have patterns on them, tops, jackets, shoes, I think that's a great way to add pattern if you are scared of pattern. Kind of like a cake, you know, start out with just a plain Jane cake and maybe you do like white icing and then you add some sprinkles on there, basic, and then splash. Not only did thrift stores not having, you know, t-shirts that I usually thrift kind of help me evolve my style, but also realizing like, oh, I love this t-shirt, but when I put on a jacket, it looks kind of funky. I think for a while I was like, yeah, this is my style, t-shirts and jeans, and that is totally great, and I still do that, but being aware of your comfort zone, is that comfortability coming from like insecurity, I think is an important thing. And although there is a difference between like stepping outside of your comfort zone and like just being incredibly uncomfortable the way you feel in an item, like there's specific skirts that I love. Like I love them so much, they look so amazing, but anytime I try them, I just don't feel comfortable and I'm like, oh, it's my fault, my body isn't like that girl. And it's like, no, that's not why you don't feel comfortable in it. You actually just don't like the style, maybe on you, not that there's anything wrong with your body, you just don't like it, and that's okay. A key point to this video is your style is going to constantly change and evolve, and maybe you really love the color black, but in a year you decide, actually, I don't really want to wear black anymore, then you just don't wear black. That is all good. There are no rules. I mean, if you want to create fashion rules for yourself, go ahead. Being okay with change with your style, I think it'll actually really help you find your style. I needed to start at like a very neutral, like black and white style to get to where I'm at right now. I'm hoping this video made sense. I don't know if it did. The moral of this video is wear whatever the heck you want. These are just kind of tips on how I found my style. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you guys like thrifting videos, thrift hauls, thrifting with me, make sure to hit subscribe right down below and hit that little bell to be notified every time I make a new video. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at alexasunshine83 to keep up to date with me during the week. I will see you guys on Sunday with a brand new Sunday video. I hope you guys have a super sunny day. Enjoy life, be happy, and I love you lots. Bye.